Hi campers, Justin from 230. One of the questions that we get often is how to do a repair on the tent if your tent gets a bit of a hole in it. So we've got a piece here of our ripstop polycotton fabric. We have a roll of masking tape, and our repair material, we're going to use the Gear Aide Aquaseal FD. So that's what we're going to use for this repair. This is a pretty decent sized cut. It's about 2.5 inches long. It's a little bit untidy. So we're going to get about it. What we're going to do first is, in this case, it's pretty easy because we can flip the material over. But we're going to grab a piece of the tape on the back, and we're just going to put a bit of a masking tape across that back part. That's just to help hold it all flat. So you can see that's kind of ironed out pretty good. I'm going to open our Aquaseal. Now we picked the Aquaseal FD in this case because it dries a little bit thicker. It is a polyurethane, so it remains flexible. Now what we want to do is we want to make sure this looks pretty neat and tidy. So we're going to make ourselves a dam around the outside of the actual cut itself. And then we're going to pull that off after the Aquaseal starts to go sticky. So what we've done is we've found ourselves some of the lines on the ripstop. So we've lined it all up on the ripstop so it looks pretty neat and tidy. We want to squash that down nice and flat. Now this is a self-leveling compound, so it's going to level itself out pretty good. All right, so there's our little dam. We've flattened it out. Okay, we're going to put our Aquaseal on there. And we're just going to use the piece of paper there to smooth that all the way out. So it's a nice, pretty even coat. Stick that down. Now what we want to do, folks, is now this is on, we want to put a pretty big patch on because this is it's a pretty big hole, so we might give it a little bit more in this one. All right, so now that's on, we're going to wait for this to just go a little bit tacky. So we're going to come back in about 10 minutes when this is just starting to go a little bit tacky for us. We're going to make sure it's all nice and smooth, so then our repair looks nice and neat and square. So we'll see you guys back in a couple of minutes when this goes tacky, and we'll pull it off and we'll show you what it's going to leave behind. Okay folks, so we've let this go tacky, so the edges are all a little bit tacky. So what we're going to do is we're going to peel the tape dam off, and what that's going to do is going to leave us a nice neat square of the material. So our repair looks neat and tidy, not like a big squishy mess, or we've had a bit of a bleed there, so that's not real good. But we're going to come back tomorrow when that's dried properly, and that's how you repair a tear in your rooftop tent. Hey campers, so we're back the next day. This is what we're going to be left with after we've applied the Aquaseal. We're going to pull the tape off from the bottom. As you can see, it's not quite tidy. You could actually cover that up with a bit of clear tape or tenacious tape that comes from Gear Aide as well. But on the top, you can see that this is a super strong, flexible, so that's as good as a repair. That is now going to last as long as your tent. You can see that we had that little bit of a bleed area. It's not super tidy, but it's not super ugly either. It is what it is. Sometimes, as I said, even though we taped it up to make it look neat, we've got a bit of overflow. So that's how to repair a tear in a rooftop tent.